see if I got any questions. I got 2 so far. Mike and I are gonna do a Q&A here in a little bit before it's time to eat. What are you doing there, Art?
Hey.
Cheese?
That's cool. Legit cheese.
What's in the cheese? That's cool.
Special.
Special cheese?
And those are...
Those are turkey meatballs. Turkey meatballs.
Turkey
All right.
balls?
Turkey meatballs.
Live stream, it can go on for hours and hours.
True.
Well, geez, there is
Quite a few, huh?
Yeah, quite a few. Here with Mike, 1Rod1ReelFishing.
What's up, guys?
Shut the door real quick.
Alright, go for it.
Alright, so I'm getting snaps right now. People asking me questions. Snapchat's like one of the, I don't know, probably the highest area for people to ask me stuff. So let's start off. I'm going to name some names and then answer these questions, and then I'm just going to give some to Mike too.
Cool. First
First one comes from K Shaw. That's not a question, it's a fish.
Show the fish.
Nice fish though. Nice bass. Look at that, he's catching them on Senkos.
Classic.
Alright, cool. Okay, nope. That's not a question.
0 for 5 so far.
Yup. Alright, best wintertime bait, go.
Me?
Yeah.
Best wintertime bait, I have to go with a suspending jerk bait. I like to fish it slow around drop-offs and you need clear water. So I'm looking for cold, clear, deep water. And just fishing it, fishing it slow, jerk pause, waiting 5 to 15, or actually probably 10 to 20 seconds between pauses.
Someone says, I'm looking to get a 13 fishing concept day reel, 8.1 in gear ratio for my jig rod. Do you recommend that speed or should I slow it down? That's actually a decent question.
Well, it depends what he's going to be using it for, do you say?
Yeah, well no, but I had an 8.1 to 1 gear ratio and it was a little overkill. I used it for Texas rigs and it worked really good for that, but that's all I could use it for, like Texas rigs and jigs. So if that's what you're using for it, get it. But if like this is gonna be your one and only kind of setup, don't get it.
I just showed that was an epic.
Oh, someone, Miles Keys asked, Metanium or Aldebaran, talking about the newest models. I've used both, and I think the Metanium's a little bit more versatile. The Aldebaran is just extremely light. I don't know, do you want to weigh in on that? Or
I mean, that's a super finesse reel. It's very specific. I'm really only going to use it for like trout fishing or super light drop shots.
Yeah.
It's not going to really be used for too much other bass fishing
The
applications.
Aldebaran is just so light.
Yeah, fishing in all neighborhood ponds.
Kyle asks, what's the best way to catch fish in neighborhood ponds? I grew up fishing neighborhood ponds, so the best way to do it is start off with simple baits, search baits. In my opinion, search baits are drop shots, light jigs, like a shallow crankbait, and just do the fish it 10 times around. Just keep, if it's a small enough neighborhood pond, just keep doing the once around. Fish it once with a jig, fish it once with a crankbait, a frog, and keep going around and around until you finally get on something. Neighborhood ponds are pretty easy to fish, even the public ones that are pressured. So that's your best bet. You fish on foot too. What do you like?
Yeah, the one tip I'll throw in to weigh in is fish the morning and the evening, the most active bite, and stay a little bit off the bank and fish parallel to the bank. The fish are going to be up real close to the bank feeding, and you can fish top waters, you can fish baits, John said, you can fish Senkos, but yeah, they'll be actively feeding, just fish shoreline.
Yeah. What is a good, I don't think so. What is a good spinnerbait color for semi-clear water? It's pretty decent. I like natural colors, like there's some called Emerald Shiner, which it's a light green, a light white. Blues, light blues are pretty good too. And I usually throw double leaf, really never Colorado blade, because that subtle blade is just enough you need. You don't need a whole lot of vibration. Oh shoot. What's your favorite small lure for this time of year?
Alright, for this time of year?
That was asked by, oh, I don't know.
It's getting cooler now, so for this time of year, I'd probably go with a tube, fish it with the current along the rocks, slow hops, or drag it. You'll find the retrieve they're going to be hitting best.
I love small fishing this time of year, dude. It's so much fun. Fall season. Garrett Balthazar, it's an interesting last name, says, hey John, wondering what your opinion on fishing braid with no leader for almost all applications. Do you think it's really visible to fish? I noticed you were fishing leader today. I'm going to let you actually take that, even though it was towards
it depends on the water clarity for the whether you're going to fish with or without a leader. So clear water, I recommend a leader. If you're fishing top water, you don't really need a leader, I feel. But otherwise, if you're fishing super clear water, I would definitely go with a leader, because I think fish sometimes can be a little bit line shy.
Yeah, I think so too, especially in those finnier conditions. We're getting a lot of Snapchats. You're consistent. Yeah. They keep refreshing. Drew asks, what is the largest, I get this all the time. What is the largest mouth bass you've ever caught, and what is the interest, was it an interesting story? I'll just say mine because it was not interesting. It was the morning after my sophomore year homecoming. I was throwing a chatterbait in literally a ditch. It was like a pond that wasn't even an acre, and fish bit right on my foot. I Looked it in, it was like a 6-pounder, 5.5 pounder. I didn't get an official weight. I never really weigh my fish, so that's my story.
It was last year actually. I didn't have it on film, unfortunately, believe it or not. I was fishing a buzzbait, throwing it along the shoreline. You know, just kind of like you, just hit it near the shoreline. It didn't fight much, got it in pretty quickly. Pulled it up, it was a super fat fish. This fish was ridiculously fat. Got on the scale, 6 pounds, new personal best, but I was just happy to get it in.
Yeah, it's a good feeling. Will you ever fish in Arizona? If I ever have the chance, of course. That was by Wyatt Pole. I'm out of questions.
Alright, let's see what we got.
Have you gone trolling for bass? Actually, once maybe. Yeah, I did. I caught a nice smallmouth doing it. What size spook would you use for fishing? That's an interesting question.
I guess it depends on the size of the bait fish that is in your lake or pond or whatever. Typically, I like to use anywhere from a 4 to 5 inch spook. In general, that's a good size to start with.
I like smaller ones in the fall. I like small top water in general. I mean, I do that little prop bait deal. Dude, you're more popular than me. I ran out of questions. Someone said, how's it going? It's going really good, although I'm on a deadline right now for this video. Don said, so bored. Hope these people don't mind that I'm showing their snap. Nice fish, man. You got a nice one right there. I love when you guys send me these snaps. I try to open all of them. Sometimes I miss them, you know, naturally. Kyle Koppenberg asks, what would you recommend for a shore fisherman in the Midwest to use today? Well, lately we've been catching them on deep crankbaits. Look for some deep water because that water temp right now is in the 50s, in between the 50s and 55 degrees. But once it starts to turn over and water temperature is constant, they'll get more into the whole spinnerbait aspect of things. And what do you think?
Yeah, if it's dirty water, you got deep cranks. What if it's like super clear water?
Super clear water?
Because a lot of that in the Midwest, right?
Jerk baits, yeah.
Jerk baits.
Shallow or deep, depending on how deep the body water you're fishing. But jerk baits are awesome.
No, look at his backlash. This guy got wrecked.
Oh, dude, show that. That's bad.
This dude got destroyed.
Someone asked, why is Andrew Flair so lame? No, I'm kidding. I just made that up.
Okay, here's a good question. Here's a good last question.
What? Yeah, I'm going to buy a bait caster. This will be my first one. Do you recommend for any beginners? You get that one.
Popular one is the Abu Garcia Black Max. It's a cheap one. It's only 80 bucks. Another good one in the $80 price range is the Lew's Laser MG. If you want to go up a little higher, you can go with like a Lew's Speed Spool, or what about like the mid to high price from 150 to 200? You got anything to recommend?
The Shimano Casitas and also the Daiwa Fuego I've been recommending lately. Alright, I think that's it. I mean, we answered a bunch of questions. I have to upload this video in about an hour or so, so that was fun, dude.
Yeah, man, thanks for having me out. It's awesome
we did a bunch of fishing today. Stay tuned for the videos. If you guys haven't seen 1Rod1Reel's fishing channel, just click on his head or his face or his nose or something like that, and that'll take you right to his channel where you can watch. He'll probably be posting the videos before me.
Yeah. I'll have our first video of us fishing yesterday uploaded on Tuesday, and I'll have our 1v1 challenge probably on Saturday or so.
Oh, yeah, that's going to be fun too. But other than that, thanks for watching, you guys. I know this is kind of not really a cop-out, but kind of a lame video, but at least we answered some of your questions, and at least you learned a little bit about us other than just kind of the fishing aspect and the more laid-back, kind of outside, off the water persons that we are. So thanks for watching. As always, I'll catch you guys next time on the next episode of Fishing the Midwest.